Konnichiwa. My name is Bobcat. These are the Art Minds. I am your host, chief engineer, and artist of these here studios. This section is not at all brought to you by Modelo. They just make good beer. Cheers. Where have I been? Where the hell have I been last couple of months? I have a lot of explaining to do, young man. Last you heard from me, I was doing an art show in Brooklyn, New York. It was hosted by very wonderful and generous and patient Heather at the House Gallery in Brooklyn, New York. It's 314 East 17th Street. You have got to go there and check it out between the Beverly and Cortelyou Road stations on the Q line. There's still art there. There's still art going on. They have live drawing sessions Saturdays and Mondays, I believe, but they're easy to find and there's great, great stuff there. So go check out the House Gallery, even though I'm not there at the moment. But the show was a success. I still owe the gallery their cut, still waiting on payment for one more painting. And yeah, I sold 2 paintings. I sold the Magnolia and Tricolor Bat, and I sold the Blue Jay. The Blue Jay painting. Bunch of flowers, bunch of Atlas de los Muertos magazines, and man, that was a great time. Other things that have been going on with me, I started a new day job, which has taken up a whole hell of a lot of my time. I am doing residential heating and air conditioning to help pay the bills. It's back at a company I used to work for before I was doing commercial HVAC. So I am all over the DC area, in your attics, in your basements, up in Baltimore, Northern Virginia. I am everywhere making it hot. And yeah, it takes up a lot of time, but I got bills to pay. So between the art studio, or between the art show in New York and the day job, I've been really busy. But then I had a trip to Japan. You probably can't even see this. I spent 2 weeks in the land of the rising sun. And let me tell you, if my Japanese was better, and it will be better by the time I go back, if my Japanese was better, I'd be applying to move there in a heartbeat. It is beautiful. Spent a week in Tokyo, spent a week in Kyoto, took a day trip to Osaka, visited the beautiful Fushimi Inari Shrine. That's this mountain park with 10,000, and I'm sure there's even more, of these beautiful vermilion torii gates. Climbed all the way up to the top of that. Ate all kinds of stuff, drank all kinds of stuff, some of which I don't even know what it was, but it was delicious, and I'll do it again. And you should try that. Just say yes and eat it. And then spent 2 days at the beautiful Yunoshimakan, which is a historic ryokan. It is actually a Japanese national treasure. It's so old, built in the 30s. The emperor has stayed there. I was lucky enough to get to spend two days there. Thank you very much to everybody at Yunoshimakan for your patience with us non-Japanese speaking goofy tourists who just wanted to sit and draw everything. I will be back. I will be back so fast. So yeah, 2 weeks in Japan. I took 1 billion photos, and I'm going to be painting, doing a lot of using them as references for a lot of painting going forward. And speaking of going forward, so day job, trip to Japan, bunch of new material. Now what? The studio is a mess. So first off, I got to clean this garbage. I got to do a lot of organizing. We at home are setting up for some renovations, some major construction, assuming we can get all the contracting and the financing done for it. Big ifs. But yeah, we're setting up for some renovations, and got to get this place organized so I can keep working on some metal work, like this here bird, this bird made out of cut nails. Going to be doing also the Hotel Bourdain project, which is my tribute to both the song Hotel California by the Eagles and Mr. Anthony Bourdain, who is, I'm sure you've heard me talk a whole heck of a lot about. So that's going on real well. It's a slow and steady steady process as best I can. I am scripting, and which is even before I start, like I see it in my head, but now I'm just writing out what goes where in what panels, and I'm taking the sheet music and chopping that all up and sticking it into the script so that I can know exactly what goes where and when and what it sounds like, and soon what it looks like. So I'm real excited about that. I've been too busy, and it's been too cold and unbelievably rainy to ride the motorcycle around a whole bunch. I hope to God it starts when I go out and try it some sunny weekend coming up. And yeah, that's really about it. Japan, the art studio, the art show in New York. The art show in New York. My new day job, which takes up all my time, and the trip to Japan. So now that I'm home and more or less settled, I'm going to try and clean up this disaster and get set up for an exciting and productive new year. So from all of us here at the Art Minds, with me, I wish you, language lessons. So one thing I loved so much about Japan was that a lot of people spoke English there, or at least tried. And I tried like hell to speak Japanese, but it was bad. It was real bad. So I've started language lessons because I hope to go back, if not next year, then the year after, and spend another couple weeks wandering the countryside, drawing and painting out in plein air, which is one of my favorite things to do. Just by myself, wandering, and I'm going to need to really speak some Japanese to be able to do what I want to do. Just like rent a motorcycle or a scooter or a car or something and get out into the hills. So Japanese language lessons. And so that's what I got coming up for the new year. I hope 2019 is not a dumpster fire for all of us here in the free world. And I hope the year, I hope you find the year full of delicious, beautiful things and people. And I hope that you are safe and well fed wherever you are. Arigatou gozaimasu.